There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the...
On the double.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
Lock now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Push him back.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Wilson, airing one out for Boyd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Marr is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
55. All day, dog.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Coming to you, coming to you.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. They're going deep for Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. On my drive chart, I write successful drives in blue, and so far for them, 4 first-half drives, 4 touchdowns. It's all blue, no red.
What did they see on film? What did they see on tape that led them to have this type of a game plan, this type of execution? They're reading them like they're a true open book.
Oh, my goodness. In every facet, too. And then on the other side, I mean, it's domination right now offensively.
Yeah, they're going to need one player to make a monster play to try and stop this tide.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you enter the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll run it with Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Lock. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Locke gets this to Hamilton, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
10-2 stop.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Forced out to his left. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going up top. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The end result, 21 yards.
Cincinnati.
Lady. 56, right there, 56.
19. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Check 13.
Now Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. On first down, Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's certainly
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on third down. Lock. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. From the 44, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Open man is Uzama. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you mentioned.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Bengals.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Let's go. 50.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Locke. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Locke now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gators.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. Jimmy Graham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Fine, man.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
12.
Breathe, defense.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Wilson going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, box truck. There. He's checking. Get it.
From the 36, Locke. It's caught here by Adams. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
70, Indy.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm going to come back to you. 36.
22 jet bomber. 5.
On 2nd and 12, Locke looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
14.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. And got his man complete. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Running with Kamara. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 22, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Go down. Outside, guys. Outside. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 56.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 56.
Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And now here is another interception. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Block now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Down. 10-2 soft.
Oh, you got deep? Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Sit up. Now.
From midfield, here's Locke. And it's incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Now Locke. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Time to go. Night. Double tight.
Good, good.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.